Auckland is New Zealand's largest city. Sitting alongside two harbours, it has a cool vibe and a dynamic cafe and restaurant scene. It is where my own French bistro, Paris Butter, is located. Much of the fresh produce we use is grown just outside of the city, including potatoes. 94% of New Zealanders eat potatoes. We love them. They're our favourite vegetable. But not all potatoes are created equal, and the most perfect potatoes are little Perlas. Small, round, versatile and delicious. And you'll find the very best growing in the light, rich soils of Wilcox, just 40 minutes from downtown Auckland. These small, tasty little potatoes are grown by A.S. Wilcox and Sons, one of the most famous names in New Zealand horticulture. So what stage are these Perlas at?
These potatoes here, they've been growing for about 120 days. They'll have about another week of growth, and then the tops will start to die away. So if we just have a look down here, so what we've got here is some of our new season Perla potatoes.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the size of those. They're perfect. Absolutely fantastic in terms of taste. The other thing with Perlas and new season salad potatoes is if you flick the skins, very, very fine. Look at that, just hardly set.
Yeah.
And so you don't, often with potatoes, if you've got thick skins, you'll end up with quite a bitter taste.
Yes.
The trick with these ones is they're fantastic for salads, so they're quite sweet and creamy, but also they've actually got enough dry matter that if you decide to roast them, they actually fluff up quite nice as well.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, it really gives you the diversity. You know, if you wanted them for a Christmas roast or whatever,
Yep.
absolutely can, but man, they make a great salad.
You make it. Tell you that. So where did this variety of potato originate from?
So this is a variety called Annabelle. It's from Holland, and we've been growing exclusively in New Zealand for about 15 years for our Perlas brand.
New Zealanders are really open to trying new varieties and can't get enough of Perlas. But there again, as a nation, we just love potatoes.
Do you know how many potatoes each of us eat a year?
I have no idea.
About 24 kilos. So it's
Wow.
It's a heck of a lot.
That is a lot of potatoes.
You think of those 10 kilo sacks, it's like 2.5 of those each every year.
It's a good effort.
And that's just fresh potatoes, not potato chips or French fries. So
Maybe that's why the rugby team's so good.
could well be.
The processing shed packs the potatoes. Great care is taken to avoid damaging the delicate skins. They're washed and boxed before going off to customers all over the country. I have a special potato dish in mind, and the inspiration for this dish comes from my recent trip to Russia. It's not very often that I get to make a dish standing in the very field that my ingredients came from. I'm going to be making a potato dish. I've got these beautiful little potatoes here. So I'm going to pop this into this pot of water, along with 2 eggs and a good pinch of salt. These will take exactly 12 minutes as soon as it comes up to boil, and they will be perfect. Little Perlas are really nice and sweet. The skin is going to be really nice. It's very thin. It's going to break down our palate beautifully. To go with this, we're going to make a simple salad. I've got a pan here, touch of olive oil. Always starting off in a nice cold pan. I'm going to add garlic and shallots, a pinch of sea salt, and we're going to let those caramelise. We're going to construct this salad in 2 parts. I'm going to have the potato base, which is going to be nice, rich and creamy, and then we're going to have a lighter top. For the first layer of our salad, I have a tablespoon of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of sour cream, and a picked handful of dill. For the top, what we're going to do is I've got some raw beans, raw celery. Really good, healthy, and a really good texture for you. To this, we're going to be adding some diced rock melon. This is going to bring a really interesting flavour dynamic and a beautiful sweetness. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of feta of your choice. I've got goat's cheese feta today, which is going to bring a really good saltiness to this dish. As soon as you can start to smell the garlic and the shallots, you know that it's almost ready. I'm going to throw in my chorizo sausage and my almonds. This is going to bring a really nice smoky element to it. We don't want to cook it too long. We just want to warm it through. So I've pulled my little Perla potatoes out and I've peeled my eggs. I'm just going to split them down the centre. So we're going to pop our little Perlas into the bowl with sour cream, mayo and dill. I'm just going to dice the eggs up, nice and rough. Pop it in, good pinch of sea salt. I'm going to squeeze half a lemon on the bottom part of my salad. And finally a squeeze of half of the lemon on top of our salad. Gonna lightly stir it through. Don't want to break the feta up too much. I've got the chorizo. We're gonna add this to our potato mixture. And we're just gonna stir this through, making sure we get the sour cream, the mayo, and all of the dill through there. Oh, stirring this smells outrageous. And as simple as that, we're gonna plate it. I'm not gonna mix the top and the bottom. I want a contrast of the fresh and then the richness of the potato when you dig through it. On goes the top layer. For me, this is a perfect evening meal, but great for family barbecues, big dinners, sharing, absolutely fantastic. And the highlight of this whole dish is those beautiful little potatoes, the skin so thin you wouldn't even notice on there, and really nice and sweet.
Right, well, I must admit, watching you prepare this looked amazing, and I can hardly wait to actually see what it tastes like. So
Well, let's dig in.
fantastic. Mate, fantastic.
A bit of a mix.
You said outrageous before. Couldn't find a better word for it. That's amazing.
That's the best compliment I've had all year.
The texture's fantastic. I mean, you know, what you've done here, the combination of crunchiness of the melon and the potatoes, man, that's good.
I feel like there's not much of a science to food. It just has to make sense in your mouth. If it tastes good, it's good.
May not be a science, but I'll tell you what, there's a definite art in it. In fact, so good I'm going back for seconds. Would thirds be rude?
No.